Blue blood and horseshoes, Colts Nation. The kind of buzz that's got the whole Midwest lighting up like it's Super Bowl Sunday already. After years of quarterback carousel chaos, something electric is brewing in Indianapolis that could lock down the future and fire up every fan from Indy to the heartland. It's the update that's got insiders whispering about stability and stardom, the kind of shift that turns contenders into champions. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now the man making it all happen, Daniel Jones. Yeah, the quarterback who was once the punchline in New York is now the hero scripting a comeback story right here in blue and white. From that one-year gamble the Colts took last offseason, signing him for $14 million with incentives, to this, it's looking like the steal of the century. Jones has injected life into this offense, powering one of the AFC's biggest surprises. 9 games in and he's already thrown for 2,404 yards, 14 touchdowns, just 6 picks, completing nearly 69% of his passes. His QBR, sitting pretty in the top 10, right up there with the elite like Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. But it's more than numbers, it's the spark. Remember those highlight reel scrambles that made him a first-round pick back in 2019? They're back, baby, weaving through defenses like he's got horseshoes for cleats. Under Shane Steichen's system, Jones is distributing the ball with precision, avoiding the turnover traps that haunted his Giants days. The Colts locker room, it's buzzing with belief in this guy. Young guns like Anthony Richardson watching from the wings, but Jones is the steady hand right now, leading with the kind of poise that screams franchise quarterback. Insiders are all over this. Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report just ranked him as the top free agent for 2026, predicting a 4-year, $200 million monster. And get this, he doesn't even think Jones hits the market. There's a very good chance the top player on our board doesn't actually reach free agency, Knox wrote. Why? Because Jones is playing all-pro ball, turning the Colts into legit Super Bowl threats. At 28, he's in his prime with the arm, the legs, and now the decision-making to match. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport is reporting the Colts are already eyeing a long-term deal post-season, maybe even sooner. This isn't just talk, it's backed by moves. That mega trade for CB Sauce Gardner cost 2 first-round picks, and insiders say it's a full-throated endorsement of Jones at the helm. Dan Graziano from ESPN nailed it. This signals that they're fully convinced on Daniel Jones at quarterback. If they weren't all in, why mortgage the future like that? GM Chris Ballard has cycled through QBs for years. Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, the list goes on, but Jones feels different. He's given stability to a franchise desperate for it, resonating with a team that's young and hungry. The leadership, it's there plain as day. Players are buying in, and that kind of locker room vibe, priceless, especially when you're talking $200 million territory. Word from the beat is swirling. This extension could eclipse Sam Darnold's $33.5 million annual average and flirt with Brock Purdy's $53 million. QB-needy teams would salivate if he hit free agency, think Bears, Giants even, but the Colts aren't letting go easy. Blue blood runs deep here. They've got the horseshoes and Jones is the luck they're riding. As the season heats up, every snap from him feels like an audition for that big payday, fueling the fire for a run that's got the AFC on notice. This is the kind of narrative that Colts fans have dreamed of, turning a low-risk bet into a high-reward dynasty piece. Jones' resurgence isn't happening in a vacuum. It's woven into the fabric of what makes Indianapolis tick. Think about it, the horseshoe hangs proud at Lucas Oil Stadium, a symbol of grit and glory that's seen its share of heartbreak. But now, with Jones under center, there's a rhythm to the offense that's got the crowd roaring louder than ever. Steichen's scheme plays to his strengths, quick releases, play-action bootlegs that let him use those wheels. He's not just managing games, he's elevating them, turning routine drives into momentum swings that have the Colts sitting pretty in the playoff hunt. The emotional pull. Immense. For a fan base that's endured the Anthony Richardson injury rollercoaster and the post-luck void, Jones represents hope wrapped in hard work. He shed the Danny Dimes baggage, emerging as Indiana Jones, adventurous, resilient, ready to conquer. That mobility we saw in New York. It's refined now, less reckless, more calculated. Avoiding sacks, extending plays, the stuff that wins in the trenches where the Colts have always prided themselves. And the interceptions, down to a trickle. This is a guy who's learned from the past, channeling it into leadership that a young core can rally around. Knox hit the nail on the head. At 28, Jones has franchise potential locked and loaded. The Colts' interest isn't hypothetical, it's strategic. Ballard's track record shows he's not afraid to commit when it feels right, remember the Wentz deal. But this feels cleaner, with Jones delivering on-field proof. The Sauce Gardner trade underscores it. They're building around him, not despite him. Graziano's right, trading future picks means conviction. No hedging bets on a rookie or a retread. Jones is the answer, at least for the long haul. What does $200 million mean in this town? It means blue blood commitment, horseshoes polished for the ride. Fans are dreaming big, Super Bowl visions dancing in their heads as Jones slings it to Michael Pittman Jr. and runs circles around secondaries. The locker room echoes with that belief. It's palpable from vets to rookies. Steichen's called him a leader by example, and you see it in the huddles, the post-win grins. For a team that's been the AFC's quiet storm, this could be the thunderclap. As whispers of extension talks grow, the question lingers. Will he stay in Indy or test the waters? Insiders bet on resigning first. Smart money says the Colts lock him up before free agency fever hits. At that price tag, it's a bet on the future, betting against the chaos of the QB market. Other teams might chase, but this feels like home. Jones has found his fit and the Horseshoe faithful have found their fight song. So, Colts Nation, hold onto your horseshoes, this journey's just revving up. Jones isn't just playing for a contract, he's playing for legacy, for that ring under the lights. The blue blood runs thicker now, pulsing with possibility. Whether it's a mid-season surprise or off-season fireworks, one thing's clear. Daniel Jones has the Colts charging toward contention, and we're all along for the ride. Fire up those engines, because in Indianapolis, the future's looking golden.